Hey, what's up guys? My name is Matt Poland, professional soccer player, and just wanted to welcome you to kind of my journey through this surgery and the rehab and everything to get back to playing professional soccer. So, tore my ACL, dislocated my knee, had a complex meniscus tear, and now just want you to come alongside me and I'll show you what my journey's like, what I'm physically feeling through the rehab, but also focusing almost even more maybe on the mental side. I think that's a side that's not often talked about with athletes and recovery and even non-athletes. So I just want to shed some light on my struggles through this mental process and through the physical process of getting back to playing.
This is the footage of right where I tear my ACL meniscus. On this step right here, you can see my leg gives out and I fall to the ground. In that moment, I knew something was wrong and that it was a season-ending injury, and it was very difficult to stand up and walk off that field knowing that my career was going to take a drastic change. So I got on a plane and went back to the U.S. to Rochester, Minnesota to have surgery at the Mayo Clinic. And kind of going into surgery, didn't know what to expect. Luckily, I had an amazing doctor in Dr. Stewart, who happens to be the team doctor for Team USA Hockey. And he really helped to calm a lot of my fears and just kind of explain the whole procedure to me, which gave me a lot of confidence going into the surgery that everything would run smoothly. Feeling good after surgery, and then was just waiting to meet with my doctor to find out how the surgery went and kind of the prognosis now going forward.
Hardest thing to hear right after coming out of surgery was just how bad my meniscus was. My doctor said probably 90% of surgeons would have just removed it, not even tried to save it. So obviously now my first 6 weeks especially, the rehab I'm doing is much more conservative and trying to baby that meniscus to give it a chance to heal, but very not mentally what you want to hear of, we don't know if it's going to heal, we're going to give you a fighter's chance, but we're not sure if you're going to spend all this time rehabbing the meniscus for it to not recover in the way it should and end up having to have more surgery or to remove it.
I decided to start my rehab process in Marco Island, Florida. I decided this view every morning waking up and being in the sunshine while resting and keeping my leg elevated would help me mentally stay positive. And I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't enjoy the benefits of getting tan?
I used my patellar tendon as the graft for the ACL, kept my leg elevated and iced almost constantly the first 10 days. When I was walking with crutches for the first 6 weeks, it's a maximum of 10 pounds of pressure on that right foot.
I think you realize pretty quickly who's in your corner, who's there to support you and encourage you. And I don't know if they even realize just a simple text of, hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you doing today? And the difference that makes in my recovery and how I feel and my desire to get back at it and go do another round of rehab that day and keep working hard and pushing through the pain, trying to get full range of motion back. I think anytime you're in a difficult situation and having people reach out and show that they care how you're doing and know they truly mean it makes a world of a difference.
On the left is a photo of my knee about 2 minutes before I tore my ACL meniscus. On the right is a photo of my knee 3.5 weeks after surgery. Just crazy how much the muscles atrophy in such a short amount of time. Pretty sad and disheartening to see the difference, but excited to be able to start walking more and start working my quads to hopefully gain that muscle back.
Mainly it's the same rehab first 6 weeks, and it gets difficult, not the physicalness, but the mental. Maybe week 3 started really kicking in. then I'm sick of doing the same leg lifts over and over and over again. Obviously, want to be transparent, don't want to only focus on the positive things, the successful things. I think the negative things are also important to talk about. So today rehab was tough. No other way to say it. Not even the physical. I mean, the physical hurts, but you kind of know that going in. You expect it. That's just part of it, I guess. But the mental, just frustrated. Frustrated that I wasn't getting the range of motion I wanted, and frustrated I couldn't push my knee farther and do more exercise, and my quad got tired too quick. Just one thing after another, it felt like today. And there's not much you can do. I mean, just kind of gotta take a second, regroup, put the negative thoughts out. I've learned through this process, you have to not accept negativity, but accept that you're gonna have negative thoughts, and it's okay, and you just need to, though, take a second and get yourself back on track, right? Maybe leave those exercises for a little bit and then come back to it an hour later and really get after it and be motivated. It's not an overnight switch, so one set of things is not going to make the ultimate difference. It's a lot, though, is going to make of how you respond to it, because this journey is long and there's going to be ups and downs, and so I don't feel particularly happy right now, but I'll get back after it next session and hopefully get to where I want my leg to be today. That's all I can do.
Had a good night of sleep, and then woke up the next morning energized to hit the gym.
I have a lot of time to think and process things through this injury, and for me, the thing I've found that's helped the most is my faith in Christ. The belief that there's a reason why this has happened, and in the end it's for my good, has been something that has greatly encouraged me. I also think, being a Christian and waking up every day and the fight it takes every day to rehab and everything and stay mentally strong, having that faith has given me a lot of encouragement, as well as the being around other Christians and them encouraging me. I think that through these videos, that's what I'm trying to share, is through my struggles, through my good and my bad, there's a purpose why I'm going through it, and I hope that these videos help encourage you through your journey as well.